What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming by to my channel, man. It's truly, truly appreciated. So them boys lost tonight, 125 to 111 to the Indiana Pacers. Tough loss tonight, tough loss, but it's okay, man. You got to understand we're super short-handed. We have no size in the middle. No size. Like, we don't have any big men. Taj Gibson was out there. Jericho Sims is out with a sickness. Who knows what's going on with him? Of course, we're resting iHeart, and Big Mitch is working his way back. We have no frontline people. None. None. I love Precious Achua. Jay Supreme, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live tonight. I appreciate what Precious Achua is doing, but he's not a 5, man. He's just not. He's not big enough to be in that Baja. And he's a 4. That's what he is. And when he's playing next to iHeart, he plays great. So to me, he can help out in the middle and play the 5, but he's not a legit big man. And you saw he kind of got exposed tonight for being in that middle. Taj is just a shell of himself, man. Big task at him. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live tonight. So oh no, that's just what it was, man. I mean, I thought Burks and Bojanovic played well, but they're still gelling. They just got here. I do like what I see with them coming off the bench. I like Burks playing the one. And, he started warming up. I think he had 20 tonight. Started knocking down a couple of threes. He looks good, man. He looks good. Bojanovic looks good. It's just they got to gel. That's what they got to gel with this team. But not having any size in that Baja, man, really hurt us, right? We couldn't get any loose balls. The pick and roll was killing us. Like I said, Taj is a shell of himself. He should not have even been in there. I don't know what's going on with Sims. What does he have? The flu? Like, what's going on with Sims, man? You know what I mean? So I'm not too worried about this loss. I'm really not worried about any of these losses, honestly. We just got to get everybody back healthy, man. We truly, truly do. Like, that's what's really hurting us. Because now, guys, check it out. The Pacers are full strength. This is their team. This is who they got. We are missing like key pieces to what it is that we do. We're missing 4 key pieces in iHeart, of course, Randall, OG Anobi, and of course, Money Making Mitch, right? So we're missing 4 pieces, man, to what it is that we want to do. And you see it. You got to understand. iHeart is 6'10, Randall is 6'10, OG Anobi is 6'8, Mitch is 7'1. Look at the size across the board right there. That's our front line. Our front line is decimated. And so that's where you see, a lot of the issues that we're having, especially with the rebounding, because a big thing of what we do is we hit the glass really well with offensive rebounds and things of that sort, right? Get second shots. And, it started, you could see like it kind of started, wearing thin on those guys. And defensively, we didn't have an anchor in the middle. A lot of layups, a lot of extra shots, a lot of missed rebounds. So I'm not even going to blame it on those boys. I'm really not. They're trying to do the best what they can. They keep this thing together with Scotch tape. The best way they can. Jay Supreme said, throw this one away, man. We're too short-handed right now. Let's get to the break and recoup. Agreed, sir. Well said, man. We definitely have to. I'm seeing all these teams, and I'm seeing like, teams like Cleveland and of course, the Bucks and, the Celtics and, teams that we're fighting for those top spots for, right? And I'm seeing the Knicks and I'm saying to myself, these teams have beaten us and we weren't really fully strength, right? Meaning with the addition of OG Anobi, with the addition of him, that changes everything for us. It really does. And now, Bojanovic coming off the bench, so he hit a couple of threes. And of course, Burke started getting his touch towards the end of the game. Those guys are going to be great offensively for us, especially for that second unit. That's the key. Because then they're going to be playing against lesser competition. And then you can have an anchor in the middle for them because there's nobody down there in that Baja. There isn't, so you need somebody down there that could block shots, that could get rebounds. Coach, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live tonight. And who's going to be there? Who's going to be an opposing force in the middle to get offensive rebounds for those guys and get out running. And then also, too, kind of very similar to OG Anobi and very similar to Precious, they got to kind of build camaraderie with this team. They just got here, guys. And it was a funny joke that Josh Hart said, man. He said, listen, man, get on that private jet and get over here, man. Hope you are suited up as soon as you get off the plane, man, because we need you guys. And so I think that's the key, right? Once we get everybody all together, we're gonna look good. We're gonna be ready, ready, ready to roll. Um, I will tell you this though, right? There's been a lot of talks about Deuce and how well he's been playing. How did you let O'Connell get 16 on you tonight? I mean, he was scorching Deuce tonight, man. I was like, Deuce. NBIC, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. NBIC, a pillar here in the LV Live show. Um, like, how you letting O'Connell do what he's doing to you, man? O'Connell has 16 points coming off the bench. And if I'm correct, the Knicks lost. They lost by 14. But that's 16 extra points, man. That guy, dude, should not be doing that against Deuce. Like, come on, man. I'm like, Deuce. And so it's things like this, right? The analytics guys pay attention to. So it may seem like a throwaway. It may seem like not a big deal, right? For a guy like Deuce. But it is a big deal. You know why it's a big deal? Because you're fighting for minutes. Because you see who's here. You see who just got here. So you're fighting to kind of show the coaches that, yo, man, I want to get those minutes when the playoffs time comes. Because that's basically what he's trying to fight for. Because once everybody comes and once, we're fully loaded and everybody's back, Deuce is going to be at the end of the bench because of nights like this. I'm just being honest with you because things like this, and this is the league, right? Excuse me. This is the league. So you gotta take every opportunity like it's an audition because you're fighting for minutes. The more minutes you get, the more you produce, the more money you make. So that's just what it is. So Deuce has played well, but in moments like this, you can't let a guy like that come out and because that's what you're known for. You're known for your defense. Your offense started coming on late, but you're known to lock up. How you letting him do what he was doing to you, man? That can't happen. That just can't. Like I said, we lost by 14. Those were the extra. Those are the 14 points right there. Yeah, 16 on Deuce. So I'm like, Deuce, what are you doing, man? Don't get to the point where you're so offensive that you just stop playing D. You know what I mean? So that was concerning for me because I said, okay, I was looking at the matchups and I said, all right, well, we should be good. Like, based on everything. I said, it could depending on if Halliburton's on a minutes restriction. If he's not, we could squeak this one out again, or if not, they'll probably get us, right? And I kind of felt that way. So I was 50-50 on the game. But what I didn't see O'Connell coming in lighting us up for 16 points on Deuce. I didn't. That's a matchup that I think anybody in here would have took and said, okay, nah, I ain't worried about him doing that to Deuce because Deuce plays that D. Danny G, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. If it's your first time coming through, please subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you coming through rocking with me and my crew tonight, Danny G. So that was my issue with Deuce. Like that's how I'm looking at it with him because I'm like, yo, man, like this is not your auditioning, man, because there's new guys here now and there's these new guys that are gonna play. So you got to show the coach, like, yo, man, I deserve minutes too for the playoffs. Because that's what you're fighting for. We already know what it is. The Knicks are gonna be in the playoffs. So now you're just really trying to, show the coaches that you deserve minutes and not garbage minutes. That's the key. NBIC said excuses, excuses, excuses. What happened to the next man up? Like I said before, it doesn't matter what players you have. The coaching is what's important. A la Coach Spo. NBIC, what is he supposed to do? All right, he's rolling out a bunch of guys out there that just we're not a full team, man. They're a full team. They got 2 all-stars over there who are getting buckets. Period. We only got one guy that they're trapping every single time. And at the beginning of that fourth quarter, that was like the fourth quarter of doom, man, because we couldn't hit a shot. At one point, I think they were 10 for like 13. I felt like they were making everything. And we were like 3 for 13. It was something crazy, like a number that they showed. So that shit, submit to make league, man. And that's what it was tonight. But it's nothing I'm too concerned about, man. Not at all. NBSC said O'Connell's Deuce Kryptonite. You got that right. Jace Bream said, I'm not worried about this loss at all. Underman against the Pacers. Team at full strength. Let's get back to the break and rest up a few. You're absolutely right, sir. Absolutely. I don't, I will say this, man. I'm kind of the tip should have took Brunson out though, man. Like we're down by 10. Like soon as he saw that, he should have said, "Okay, let's go. Let's sit down, Deuce. Go back in for him. Let's rest his ankle. Let's rest up because now remember they got Houston coming up. So let's just chill. You know what I mean? Like no need to push it to the limit, man. We're down by 10. So I just don't understand that mentality. Coach said that guy's been cooking Deuce since he's been in the league. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Coach Burks made shots, but it looked ugly. You know what, man? I just think that he's getting acclimated, right? But I liked what I saw towards the end. Um, I don't know if he worked on his shot, but he's definitely a much better shooter and scorer than what he was with us. And now he doesn't have to do the things that he used to do before. Now he could just come in with that second unit and just really be a punch for us. And I think he's going to come up with some big games that's really going to help propel us in a lot of wins. I truly do. The same thing with Brijanovic because he can knock it down as you saw today. So I think those guys are going to be a big plus to what it is that we like to do. We just, like Jay Supreme said, man, we just got to get everybody back healthy, man. Like that's what's hurting us, man. We're not healthy at all. And so teams are already able to tee off on us, like in the middle and stuff like that, and pick and roll because we got backup dudes in there who really shouldn't be in there at the moment. Right? Pressure Chua should be out there with the second unit. He shouldn't be out there with the starters. He just shouldn't be. Miles Turner was cooking him, man. He just was doing what he wanted. So that just, Denny G said, we will see what this team looks like in a month from now. When we get healthy, we will be a problem. Agreed, sir. Agreed. NBIC said, here we go. We lost due to a lack of playmaking, which we would have had if we traded for Murray. Instead, we have a bland Brunson, the all-star reserve. Do you still think Brunson is better than Halliburton, starter? He is better than Halliburton. He is. My guy's better than him all day, every day. Brunson is a walking bucket, man. Period. And once again, I'm going to say this to you again, NBIC. What's their record again? If I'm correct, they're like at the bottom of the East, right? They're like number 9 or whatever. Oh yeah, Halliburton's been out. He's been injured. Yeah, but they just got smoked. They got everybody over there. They got a full team. And they just got smoked by the Warriors. Smoked. Last I remember, I think the Knicks were one of the top teams in the league, not just in the East, but in the league. No. You're very mistaken, sir. Halliburton is not better than Brunson. Brunson is him. Okay, so trust me. Let's take it easy with that. Jay Supreme, we got punished in the paint tonight. Yeah, we did. We were missing big bodies, man. Because before we was blocking shots like crazy. We was getting offensive rebounds. We were bullies in that paint. When we had Mitch and Ihart and Randall, nobody wanted to play us, man. We was bruising dudes up down there. And now we're just a shell of ourselves, man. We're just trying to hold it together with Scotch tape, man. Oh, guys, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. We played the players we had available. Once we get off rim protectors, we'll be fine. Agreed, Earl. That's exactly what we've been saying. We just gotta get healthy, man. That's really, really it. They got everybody. They got everybody. So of course they're gonna do what they did to us. You know what I mean? Of course they're gonna do that. So we were just trying to hold it together. But if guys aren't knocking down shots, and then also too, man, they were knocking down everything. Everything. As you know, they're an offensive team. They play no defense. None. So when they're not knocking down shots, forget it. They're finished. And that's why their record is what it is. NBIC Tibbs does not what Tibbs doesn't know what he does best. Hurt players and run them down. Yo, come on, man. What players are hurt that he's running down? There's nobody. All the guys that are hurt are out. And they're all freak accidents. Like, what is he supposed to do with that? If you haven't done so, guys, please hit that like button. Please bring those likes up, please, sir. Danny G, Knicks hardest playing team in the league. We bring the hard hat every night with whoever. Well said, sir. You're absolutely right. Listen, man, look, this league will humble you, man. It really, really will. but it's a total difference when you're shorthanded, right? For me, I don't take anything from this loss than just guys just trying to keep it together, right? Until we get reinforcements back. But what I like is that we still played solid in aspects of this game. Not totally, but in certain aspects of this game. And I saw some things that I liked. I saw the way Burks is shooting the ball. He's looking good. Bojanovic also too. Those guys are pros, man. So once they get in the flow of the offense and they understand their roles, they understand what guys like to do. I really love Precious Achua at the 4 on that second unit. I don't like him at the 5. He's not big enough for that. That's why I can't wait for Mitch to come back. And of course, guys, listen, another week, Mitch is going to start activities on the court, man. So I think Mitch will be back very soon. So with that being said, if he's starting activities on the court, that means he's been running. That means he's been running and he's been getting mobile, which is fabulous to hear. So if he's doing activities on the court, that means they want to see him cut. They want to see him, do the pick and roll. They want to see him jump, try to block shots. They want to see him get rebounds. They want to see how he is conditioning. They want to have him probably do a couple of suicides or go baseline to baseline, right shuffle your feet. They want to see exactly how that ankle's holding up. But I guarantee you, he's walking, he's running around, he's doing all types of stuff like that. He's slowly doing things. Because remember, he's rehabbing right now. But now, since the rehab is possibly complete, he's starting basketball activities. So that tells me he's close. He's really close. So we get him, let's say with that second unit, we don't start him. We start iHeart. Yeah. Yeah. Big task at hand. Pacers were 60% from the field tonight. Exactly, man. Exactly. We don't have our defensive guys out there. OG Anunoby, of course, iHeart, and of course Big Mitch, right? 3 of our anchors defensively. Two of those guys were possibly in conversations for Defensive Player of the Year, right? The way Mitch was playing before he went down, and of course how OG Anunoby was playing prior to that elbow injury. He's tough on that wing, man. He's big. He's a big body. That you can't coach that. And that's what we're missing. Josh Hart is not that. You know what I mean? He had a tough night tonight, but it's okay because he's playing totally out of his position, man, and what he should be doing. So I don't even blame him for everything. NBIC says you're taking regular season, and to answer your question, the Pacers are 7th. If we play the Pacers or the Heat in the first round, listen, man, if we play the Pacers or the Heat in the first round, we're fully loaded. We got everybody. We're smoking them dudes. They have no answer for Randall. Nobody. Nobody has an answer for him. They have no answer for Brunson. I'm not worried about it. The Pacers play no D. None. And if we get all those guys back, one thing we do, we play defense. So I'm not worried about that at all. At all. And the Heat, you saw what we did to them. So I'm not worried about either one of those guys. Once again, I'm going to stress this. With everybody back and fully healthy, that's big for what it is that we want to do. Jason P said, I don't understand why the Knicks haters come to the Knicks channel. Makes no sense to me. Yeah, man, listen, they love us, man. They love to hate. So they come to do that, man, because they love to hate. But hate is another, or shall I say, on the other side of the coin is admiration. It's a thin line between love and hate, sir. That's what's going on here, my man. NBIC, all this winning yet, we are still 4th. We better hope that we don't drop the 5th or 6th, because if we do, there is going to be trouble. NBIC is back, everybody. He's back in full effect. Oh, Garris, are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to? As you're supposed to do, stomp on a wounded opponent, right? They took advantage of our lack of big man, big or small. We fight every night. Can't wait to see them fully healthy. Agreed. They did take advantage of it. That's what. Listen, their NBA team. They're a really good team at that too. They understand how to do that. But one thing I did identify today is that they're at full strength. This is their best team out there. They have nobody else. They just traded Buddy Hield, so they don't have anybody else. They don't. So with that being said, if we get back everybody, we're smoking this team. Smoking them like a pack of Newports, man. I'm telling you. So I'm really not worried about them. I'm really not. It makes no sense to me if you're a Knicks hater, and why not go to your team's channel and comment over there? Go support your team, J Supreme. They love to hate us, man. That's the beauty of this thing here, man. When you're on top, you gotta embrace the haters, man. You got to. If they're not hating, then that means we're doing something wrong. If they're not hating, that means we're doing something wrong. We need to hate. Like I said, once again, on the opposite side of that coin of the hate is the admiration. Or shall I say the love? Because they wish they were you. That's what the hate is, man. They want to be you so bad that they hate you. But they wish they were you. It's crazy, right? But that's how it is. That's how it is. It's like, we from the city. You know what time it is, right? You pull up in the drop, right? BBS on them things. Looking crazy, right? Got a mean shorty in the passenger seat. Dude's mean mugging, right? Mean mugging when you stop at the light. You know why they do that. They don't do that because they really dislike you. They wish they were you. That's what it is. They wish they were you. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. That means you're doing something right. That means you're doing something right. And we are. We're the hottest team in the league, man. We are the talk of the town. We are the talk of the town. This is our city, and there's no better place to be than to be a Knick. Everybody wants to come here. We are the hottest ticket in town, man. So it's okay. We're shorthanded. We lost one tonight. It's okay. We lost back to back. I'm totally okay with this. We got to get to that All-Star break. Because here's the thing: we lost 2 in a row. We might lose. We might win. Excuse me. We might win Houston. They'll probably lose to Orlando. That's cool. We get everybody back. We can go on a 10-0 run and win 10 in a row. We've shown that we could do it. So I'm not even worried about that. That's the key. That's the key, man. Period. So I'm not really worried about that. Drew, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight, man. If everybody's coming through, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, people. Let's get them likes up. The boys lost 125 to 111. Danny G said, what's your opinion? Healthy, who starts? Mitch Robb or iHeart? iHeart starts. iHeart starts, Danny, because Mitch has got to get his conditioning right, man. You got to understand, there's a big difference from practicing. There's a big difference from game condition, right? He's not in game condition, right? He's just not. He's probably good to play an open run, maybe go back and forth, but playing in a game, the intensity is up. Everything is like, just turn the volume up like times 10. You know what I'm saying? That's how it feels when you're in that game. Your adrenaline is high. You know what I mean? So he's not ready yet for that intensity to start off a game. Let him come off the bench. Let him get his rhythm. Then if he's kind of like rocking and he's doing his thing, then let's maybe see if we can make a shift to see if he's okay starting. And then you put iHeart back where he is, coming off the bench with that second unit, with Burks and them boys, rocking and rolling. But first, we got to see where Mitch is at, man. He's got to get his condition up. Oh, so Elvie, you're definitely the best show in town. I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate you on that. MBSC said only millennials love Tibbs, but reality would be an experience. You gotta love LB. You gotta love NBIC, man. A pillar here in the LV Live show. Big shouts to NBIC. We missed you, man. Glad to have you back. Danny G, he was first team all defense, though. Yeah, but listen, Danny agreed, but he's got to get back in game shape, man. If not, he'll re-injure himself. That's the point. So you got to protect him from himself. That's the whole key with that. So that's why you would start iHeart, because he's in game shape. He's ready to go. He understands the speed of the game. You got to get used to that. You got to get your legs back. Mitch is not going to have his legs back, so I'm not going to throw him out there. He's going to be fouling dudes left and right, man. So you got to put him on that second unit, let him kind of get the rhythm, because the second unit is usually a slower unit. Of course, it's not the best guys because they're not starters. And so, he could probably guard, someone that's not a legit guy on the bench. You know what I mean? So that he doesn't have to worry about too much. Whereas a guy like Porzingis or a guy like Brook Lopez, he's got to worry about, right? So if you get a second unit of backup, I don't know who's the guy that was in there tonight, like that dude. Mitch can guard him with no problem, man. So it'll be good for Mitch to get in game shape in doing that. And then after a couple of weeks, we'll see where he's at. But those guys are going to come back during the regular season. You know what I mean? Because they want to kind of get their legs ready for that playoff push. So like I said, I see Mitch and Randall definitely coming back in March. And now by the look of it, I think OG Anunoby's going to be coming back in March also. You said, I'm not worried about the regular season games in the middle of February, right? I want to be completely healthy by the middle of March in time for the playoff positioning stretch. Agreed. That's what everyone is saying, sir. That's the whole goal, man. That's the whole goal. That's what we're shooting for. Okay, let's take a look at these stats really, really quick, guys. Come on, let's go down. Okay, listen, big minutes for a lot of these guys, but the boys didn't shoot well, right? 47% from the field, which is decent, but only 30% from three. 10 for 32 from behind the arc. And that was pretty much, to me, the ball game, whereas the Pacers shot 48%. A staggering 61% from the field. But what kept us in the game was they only shot 57% from the line. And of course, like I stated before, another big stat, they out-rebounded us. 41 to 32. They was on that glass more than we were. That never happens to the Knicks. So that's why I told you in that Baja, we were struggling in the middle there. We had nobody in that Baja, man. So that really, really hurt us tonight. 91% from the line we shot, which was excellent, right? Precious Achiuwa, 43 minutes, 6 for 6 from the field, 1 for 1 from 3. I told you, start hitting that 3 boy, he's gonna be a problem. He did that tonight. 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 6 boards for Achiuwa, 2 steals, 3 blocks, 15 points. Taj Gibson, 19 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, no points. Brunson was Brunson, right? No one could check him. 14 for 25 from the field, 1 for 5 from 3, 10 for 10 from the stripe, people. 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 39 points for Brunson, right? Josh Hart doing Josh Hart things, right? 36 minutes, 2 for 6 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 4 points. DiVincenzo, 39 minutes, 6 for 15, 2 for 9 from 3, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 14 points. Bogdanovic, like I stated, right, he was decent. 33 minutes for him tonight. Came in playing big minutes, 3 for 10 from the field, 2 for 6 from 3, 3 for 4 from the free throw line, 3 points, 3 rebounds, 11 points. McBride, 11 minutes, 2 for 4, 0 for 2 from 3, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 6 points. And like I said, Alec Burks was big tonight, right? 22 minutes, 7 for 14 from the field, 4 for 7 from 3, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 22 points, guys. Listen, you got to love the production from those new guys, man. They just came in and it was ready to go. Man, I love that. I love that they were ready to go and pretty much, those guys are pros, man. They understand how to play. But my point is that you give them other pieces to really help them in that second unit is going to be great. It really, truly is. And that's where, to me, a guy like Deuce is going to lose minutes. And you already started losing minutes, right? He only played 11 minutes tonight. 11 minutes. And Tibbs only played 8 players. 8, of course, because that's all he had, right? So, that was tough, for those guys. And also, too, guys, let's be real about this, right? This All-Star break can't come any sooner because I think guys are starting to get tired. I think Josh Hart is starting to get tired. I think DiVincenzo is starting to get tired. These guys are playing a lot of minutes, man. And it's not that they want to play a lot of minutes. We're just shorthanded. We don't have anybody. If not, we're going to be throwing G League guys out there. We really have nobody. All of our top guns are out and have serious injuries. OG Anunoby's got the bone spurs in his elbow. Reynolds got the dislocated shoulder. You got to watch iHeart, man, because he's got that Achilles issue. You know what I'm saying? You got to monitor that because it's very similar to what Kevin Durant had. And then he went out there and pushed the issue, and we know what happened to him. So we got to monitor iHeart, man, because we cannot have him have an incident with that Achilles, right? And of course, Big Mitch had a broken ankle, right? So, these guys got major, major injuries, man. Right. So it's tough on the team. It really is. And I think these guys are trying to push through and fight through, but they're ready for that week off. Like they're extremely, extremely ready, man. NBIC said, an OG is a dude that doesn't play hurt. He will sit out for a paper cut. We got to love NBIC, everybody. He was missing in action for that winning streak, but once we lost, he's back. Shooting flames at the Knicks. But he was missing in action on that winning streak. Missing in action, right, Jew? Jew was asking for you, NBIC. He was like, yo, where's NBIC at? He was missing in action. We were calling for you, NBIC. We were looking for you. I said, I don't know where you was at, man. I said, I don't know. You probably, out on vacation or something. I was trying to cover for you, man. But the crew was looking for you. The crew was looking. And now he's back. Throwing flames at the Knicks. Letting it be known that we're a joke. We're a laughing stock in the league. Thank you for coming back, NBIC. A pillar here in the LV Live Show. Okay, so I guarantee we'll have another 10-game runoff. Yeah, absolutely. I think so too, man. Listen, when we get everybody back, man, we're gonna be tough. We're gonna be a tough out. Trust and believe. So that's something I'm really looking forward to. Jay Supreme, Miles Turner hurt us. We have no one that could guard him. Yeah, man. He didn't really give us problems before when iHeart was out there. He didn't. Big Mitch gives him problems. Big Mitch is too big for him. You know what I mean? So we have no size, man. When is the last game you remember a Knicks getting out rebounded? That hasn't happened all year. Tonight showed you that. Excuse me. NBIC Precious is not consistent from three. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, look, he won 1 for 1. He knocked down one last game. He's getting his legs right. He can shoot that thing, man. All you need is for him to hit 1 or 2 in a game. That's it. Because when everybody comes back, he's probably going to get in 15 minutes. Okay, I said Precious will blossom when we move to the 4. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I think he's a 4, man. I don't think he's a 5. You could put him there. You know what I'm saying? If someone gets hurt, but he's not a 5, man. He's not big enough for that. That's why, things were happening the way it was happening down in that Baja, man. He can't handle that. He's not that big, man. You know what I'm saying? He's a legit 4. NBIC. So why is that Coach Spo has G Leaguers playing like all-stars? NBIC. I don't know why Coach Spo has G Leaguers playing like all-stars. I don't know what they do down there in Miami. I don't live in Miami. I just know about the Tibbs culture, and I know what we're building here. And I think we're building something special. And I just do remember that the last time we played them, we blew them out the gym. So I'm not worried about them boys in Miami. I'm really not. NBIC says the regular season means nothing. Tibbs is a master at that. Let's see him when it matters in the playoffs. Agreed. Everything you're saying, NBIC, is true. The regular season doesn't matter. But what I will say is this. Consistency does. And by the looks of it, the last 3 out of 4 years, man, we've been in the playoffs because of Tibbs. When we was a laughing stock in this league, we were a joke. Everyone looked at this organization and everybody like, we gonna play with the Knicks. It's terrible over here. They was throwing out legends, throwing out Oakley, dragging them out the Garden because of Dolan. That's what was going on here. Tibbs has come back and clean shop, man. Him and his boy Leon cleaned up everything. Everything. The Tibbs culture is real. It is. As they say in the hood, man, get down and lay down with it. Because the Tibbs culture is real. A tough loss for them boys tonight, 125 to 111. I will say this though. Brunson looks like, he looks like he's the best point guard in the league, man. Is there any other guard right now that's putting up those numbers? He's better than Dame Dollar right now. Okay, Halliburton's he's getting a double double and stuff like that because they're all offense. Like they're like their play doesn't even contribute to like winning basketball. They just win games but they lose like they'll lose like 3 in a row, getting blown out. Like so he's not. Halliburton's not doing. I mean, cool. He's putting up 22 and 11. All right, cool. Brunson's like scorching dudes, man. 39 tonight. I think right now, to me, it's out of him and SGA. Best guards in the league, best point guard, top of the key, head of the snake guards. It's out of him and SGA. I think he's better than Trae Young. I think right now he's better than Kyrie. Totality, no, Kyrie's the man. We know that. Hall of Famer and all that. But right now, how they're playing. Brunson's better than all them boys, man. All of them. Jay Supreme, Tibbs and Leon have done a phenomenal job. Listen, man, they have, man. What's happening, man, is that what most organizations should do, but they don't do, they have a close relationship, right? Because they work together. Of course, I used to be his agent. So if you notice what they're doing, Jay Supreme, is like I've said before, they're forming this team in Tibbs' image, man. They're going after guys that fit what he wants to do. And they're playing the way he wants to play. And it works. It's kind of similar to Villanova. Like Jay Wright got guys who were Villanova type guys. You're not going to go get a kid, who's living in Beverly Hills to come play for, Villanova, Jay Wright. You're not going to get that kid. You're going to get a kid from Chicago. You're going to get a kid from New York City. You're going to get a kid from Philadelphia. You're going to get a kid from Washington, D.C. Hard-nosed, defensive type of guys that can score, that are in your face, that are gritty, that are tough, right? This is what's being formed here, man. So, yeah, a lot of teams are kind of beating us and they're kind of, Gravity, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live tonight, man. See them boys lost tonight, 125 to 111, but we'll be fine. So what Leon is doing with Tibbs is he's saying, okay, look, man, who do you want? How do you want to build this thing? And these are the guys he's going after. He thought Grimes was one of them, but Grimes, he showed it, man. He fell apart when he saw a little bit of competition. DiVincenzo came in there flexing his muscles, man, like, yo, man, this is my spot. Grimes folded up like tissue paper, man, so we had to get him out of here. What did Mobb Deep say? Survival of the fittest, only the strong survives. Mobb Deep. Grimes was shook ones. Grimes was shook. DiVincenzo came in there with that Northeast attitude, like, yo, this is my spot. Snatched it from him. Tibbs realized, like, yo, this kid ain't tough enough, man. He ain't tough enough to be here, man. You got to be an alpha dog to be with these dudes. You got to be an alpha dog. You got to have grit. You got to be tough, man. Inside and out. That's why Grimes isn't here anymore. He's not. Survival of the fittest, only the strong survives. So that's what Leon is doing. Leon is building this thing the way Tibbs wants it. The one ball that got dropped was the Cam Reddish thing. We understand that, and you saw what happened with that. We all know how that played out. The only deal and the only person I wish would have stayed was IQ. IQ was the Tibbs guy. He was through and through. IQ guarded. He scored when he needed to score. I was the only guy I miss. I wanted RJ to stay. RJ's my guy. I love Barrett. But him and Randall were the same guy. They're the same dude. They're like double negatives. They were taking up too much space. Something had to be done. But this thing is being built in Tibbs' image, man. The Tibbs culture. You heard it here first on the LV Live show. That slogan, don't let nobody steal it. The Tibbs culture. You go to these other channels, you hear somebody use it, you let it be known. You'll stop stealing LV stuff. The Tibbs culture, man. That's what's being built here. And he's getting Tibbs guys. This feels eerily similar, right? And I want you guys to correct me too if you think I'm right, if you think I'm wrong, please. Knicks GM, man, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live tonight. If you, everybody, please make sure you hit that like button. Hit that like button, people, please. This feels eerily similar, right, guys? And guys, I want you to pay attention now. This feels eerily similar, right, to Detroit when Larry Brown was there. He got Larry Brown guys. Larry Brown guys. Hard-nosed. Everybody talks about the starters, right? Everybody talks about, of course, Chauncey Billups, Tayshaun Prince, of course, Rip Hamilton, Big Ben, and Rasheed, right? Of course, they talk about those dudes. Yo, but what about guys off the bench? What about Lindsey Hunter? Remember him? What about Rodney Stuckey? Those were tough, hard-nosed dudes. Larry Brown type of guys. And that team was built very similar to the team out in Philly when he had Iverson and them boys. Aaron McKee. Mutombo. Remember that? Eric Snow. Hard-nosed guys. Larry Brown was tough to play for. He really was, because he wanted it his way, and that was it. But he understood how to win. He understood basketball. You just needed to get the right guys who understood Larry Brown's way of doing things. And when they did, when they got that culture and they got that thing right over there in Detroit, they were steamrolling dudes, man. Bullying cats. Ben Wallace was a monster in that middle, man. This feels very similar to that, what Tibbs is trying to build here. And his image feels eerily similar to that. Okay, I said, LV, man, what do you think about picking up Lowry off waivers? No way. Oh, Garris, it's a log jam, man. There's no way. Where's Lowry going to play? Kyle Lowry, where's he going to play? There's nowhere for him to play. We already got a point guard. And that's Burks. So there's no more minutes. Tibbs wants to play 9 guys. And I said this on my last show, if you guys paid attention. Remember, I said he might be forced to play 5. Because guys are coming back from injury, right? So you don't want to force guys into playing more minutes than they should. So he might want to play in 5. And what puts him to 5 and at 5 is Mitch. Because when Mitch comes back, he's got to play, right? So he's going to take iHeart's minutes. Meaning, take iHeart's minutes. He's going to be subbing in for iHeart. Right? So then you're going to have Precious subbing in for Randall. Because you want Randall to take it easy with the shoulder, because we're trying to make that playoff push, right? So I'm just saying. So you're gonna want to monitor like how guys are being used, guys getting breaks, right? Guys being in condition, right? So I think the addition of Mitch is going to force him to play 10 guys. He probably wants to play 9, but it's going to force him to play 10 because you're going to have to spell guys. You understand? So, you know, that's what I think about that. Okay, I said I wanted IQ to stay too, man, but Burks is a respectable replacement. Agreed. NBIC said Leon has bent over backwards for Tibbs. Pause. If he doesn't win with his coaching, there will be no more excuses, and it will be the canceled Christmas on the 70-year-old. NBIC is back. A pillar here in the LV Live show. Knicks 100 GM said quickly is the most exaggerated player in Knicks history. Oh man, please elaborate on that, sir. I want to hear your stance on IQ. I want to hear that. Okay, I said we have 2 spots open. I think. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we do, but they'll probably fill them with like G League guys or, you know, Jacob Toppin or something like that. And of course, with Deuce. I don't. No, to Kyle Lowry, man. No. Plus, he's old as dirt, man. Like, no, man. NBIC said, listen, Brunson is exceptional, but let's not get crazy. He is maybe the 5th or best in the league. I'm glad you retracted that statement about Kyrie. No, I didn't retract it. I think he's playing better than Kyrie right now. I think he is. He's not better than Kyrie, but I'm saying I think he's playing better than Kyrie right now. He doesn't have a better career than Dame Dollar, but he's playing better than Dame Dollar right now. Right? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta give dudes who's playing better now. Like you gotta respect, you know what I mean? You have to. And to me, like I'm being honest with you, I think Brunson should be starting over Halliburton in an All-Star game because of how his team is doing. Period. Halliburton's putting up those numbers and triple doubles and 2020. Like, yeah, but his team's losing, man. They're not that good, and I even consider one of the better teams in the East. In the East and the league, the Knicks consider one of the better teams in the league, man. And that's all because of Brunson. Let's be real about that. And they've had a tougher schedule. Everybody talked about the schedule that they had in the beginning of the season. And they still wound up being 4th in the East. Come on, man. Got to put some respect on his name, man. You got to. Knicks on GM says, when did we get 36 assists? The game quickly didn't play. IQ was perfect in his situation. I loved him coming off the bench and doing what he does because then he could just be IQ. He doesn't have to worry about running a team. He could just be a combo guard and just do him. When you're the point guard of a team, it's different, man. You got to really kind of make sure you get guys involved. You got to be a vocal leader. IQ showed that, but I think he's more like, a microwave coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. To be a starter in this league is different, man. They're coming off the bench and just scoring, right? The people who understood that best was, Lou Williams and of course, oh man, I forgot his name. It's late, guys. Please, I'm thinking about the Super Bowl. I apologize. Jamal Crawford, right? So those two understood that. So I think with IQ, to me, that's his lane. To be a star in this league and kind of like, I don't know. Nick said that's exactly why Grimes and McBride never grew, LV. Okay, so you don't think they grew because of what? Because IQ just was still thinking about his shot. He wasn't thinking about passing him the ball, like when they came in and stuff for that second unit. Is that what you're saying, sir? quickly held 2 positions hostage. Yeah, but he did. But you know why he held it hostage, man? Because of his play. He played well, man. He played well when he was here, man. He did. And so you got to understand, man, he was second in 6-man of the year voting. It's a big deal in this league, man. His production off the bench won us a lot of games last year. His production, man. So we got to really take our hat off and salute that cat and how well he played when he was here, man. He was a big part of our winning last year. Huge part. So we got to be real about that. We can't diminish that. NBIC's back at it, people. Here he goes. Brunson was the reason why this team never grew. Quick, McBride, and Grimes. I thought Quickly did grow. I think McBride is getting better. The Grimes situation is all Grimes' fault. Period. Nobody was given more than Grimes. He came into the starting lineup. Tibbs did not want to trade him to get the Spider-Man. We all know the stories. So he was given every opportunity to take it to the next level. He fumbled the ball, man. He fumbled it. Period. Next to 100 GM, he said that's not true. That's not true, meaning what, sir? Please elaborate. But IQ was tough, man. IQ was tough when he was here, man. Grimes was forced to check every star. Yeah, I know that. I mean, he was. He was. He was forced to check every star. Okay, cool. That doesn't mean you don't produce. This is the league, man. No one's going to hold your hand, right? No one's going to hold your hand, man. No one's going to. CP, man, what's going on? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live, man. If anybody hasn't done so, please go over there and check out CP's. Oh, he changed his name. CP Mets and Knicks, man. Please go over there and check that out. Subscribe to his channel. Great content. It's almost spring training, CP. I'm locked in. I'm ready for them Yanks, man. I'm ready for the Yanks. Juan Soto's going to win MVP. I'm letting that be known right now, CP. Juan Soto gets MVP. The Yanks make it to the American League Championship. They don't make it to the World Series. They get knocked out. Juan Soto gets MVP. You heard it here first on the LV Live Show. Tim, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live tonight on this Saturday. HBO, Harlem BX all day, every day. CP said, I'm coming back to this in October, LV. Okay, I'm with it. I'm with it, man. You guys got the polar bear out there, man. The polar bear. He thinks he's just as good as Judge. He's not even close. He's not even close. Pete Alonso's not even close. The polar bear better take it easy. He's not Judge. He's not Judge. He's not Judge. The polar bear needs to relax. NBIC, I believe Brunson is better suited at the 2. We need a better playmaker and a better on-ball defender. Let Brunson continue to be efficient from the field. NBIC, listen, he has by himself. Okay, let me rephrase that. He has spearheaded, right? The Knicks being the talk of this league again because of him. Because of him. Randall was here a couple years before, but he has spearheaded and put the Knicks right into being considered a contender because of him. You don't change that. You keep that going. We don't want to touch anything and mess up anything what he's doing. He is the face of the city. He's about to become one of the faces of this league. You saw he was on. What was he on? He was on late night last night, right? So he's starting to become one of the faces of the league, man. You don't muddle, you don't mess with that. You let him rock. You let him continue to do him. Don't change that. Why would you go in and try to move and try to put him here and do this here? Leave him. As the old saying goes, sir, if it's not broke, don't fix it, man. If it's not broke, don't fix it. MBIC is back here, people. He's back. Throwing flames at the Knicks. Tim, your LV, man, I'm not even mad about the losses. Once we healthy and clicking on all cylinders, we were going to be we're going to be a problem in the playoffs. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, it's funny because when you look at everybody that's down, I stated it earlier in the show, you look at our whole front line is diminished, man. It's in shambles. OG's down. Randall's down. That's our 4 and our 3. Then Big Mitch, that's our center. Then iHeart, that's our other center. Our 4 top dogs in that Baja. Randall's a double guy. And he's gone. He's not here. So we got to really kind of be honest about ourselves in regards to that, right? Why that's happening. When I get no rebounds, no block shots, we have no intimidation down. Remember, Randall was a bully, man. He's double guy. Remember, OG Anunoby, you know what he was doing down there, locking dudes up. Mitch was, what they call him? The blockness monster, right? You know, I'm from uptown, man. So, you know, I got money making Mitch, man. That's what I call him. And then iHeart being iHeart, who's earned himself a lot of money this year. A lot of money. All those guys are down, man. All those guys are down. So what do we have? That's what we rolled out there tonight. And MBIC's back at it. No, just that Tibbs. If Tibbs was a player, he'd be Brunson. Brunson still hasn't reached his ceiling, and he won't get better under Tibbs. Everybody in the chat, please. I want everybody to give thumbs up to MBIC for coming back and rocking with the LV Live show. Throwing flames out there at the Knicks. He said Brunson can't get better with Tibbs, and the guy has become an all-star with Tibbs. He's put the Knicks back to being one of the top teams in the league. This is what Brunson has done, and he said Brunson's not doing anything. Everybody that's in here, please thumbs up to MBIC for coming here and rocking with the LV Live show. We thank you, sir. Tim says we look bad without everybody being healthy. LV, yeah, man, we do, man, because Tim, we have no anchor in the middle, man. We don't. Come on, we Tim, how we used to beat teams, we was bullying everybody in that paint, man. Getting busy in that Baja, right? Blocking shots, rebounds, getting offensive rebounds, right? We have nobody there. So, you know, what's the one dude? The one dude that had all the fouls, right? He was coming in there, fouling dudes. Remember, he was getting goaltending. I forget his name. But he was just rebounding dudes, just grabbing balls over dudes' heads, man. Making Josh Hart look like a little baby in there. Because, you know, Josh Hart is 6'6". That kid's about 6'10", man. These are NBA dudes at the end of the day. They're no scrubs. So, you know, big bank takes little bank all day long, man. That's it, period. Big bank takes little bank all day long. You know what I mean? I think that's pretty much what happened tonight, to be totally honest with you. Let's take a look really quick right here. Let me see. What's the standings like, man? We got to stay even, man. We got to stay even with the Bucks. Let's see what the standings are. Let me take a look. Here. Standings. Still number 4 in the column, right? 1 game behind the Bucks, 3 behind the Cavs, and we got 2.5 up on Philly, man. So we're sitting pretty in that 4th spot. So we just got to continue to just hold the line, man. Just keep this going. We got to just keep it steady, man. Excuse me. We got to keep it steady, man. We just got to hold the ship together. Nick GM said, I don't mind losing LV, man. It's how we lose into the Pacers that's concerning. Yeah, but Nick GM, man, we don't have anybody, man. We don't have anybody. You know what I mean? If you don't have anybody in that paint, man, that's it. This is the NBA at the end of the day. And so that's how we're losing. That's how we're losing. Excuse me. Oh, they're having a good old time. Halliburton, man. Come on, I ain't too worried about that, man. Because he was doing that against me. Listen, first of all, also too, Nick's GM, you gotta understand too, man. These guys are playing a lot of minutes, man. Because then there's nobody there. Everyone's going out. I don't even. What's going on with Sims, man? Sims is out sick. What does he have? The flu? Like, what's his situation? You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on with Sims. So I'm just saying. So everybody's down, man. We have nobody in that bar. We got a bunch of guards out there. Precious Achua, man, he's not a 5, he's a 4. We had Taj Gibson out there starting, man. How old is he, man? He's like 42 years old, man. He's an old relic in this league. We have nobody. I mean, the other night we had Jacob Toppin and the other kid playing, man. I forget number 44. We had him out there playing, man. We have nobody. Coach said Sims says, how does he have that? How did he get that, man? Was he out in the club? Yo, man, how does Sims get that, man? Was he out there? Starlets? That's what he out there doing, man. He's out there starlets, probably Sue's Rendezvous out there late nights. That's probably how he got that. Crazy, man. You can't make this stuff up. LV, they've been doing this to us all season, man. Yeah, but listen, but here's the thing, though. Knicks, like, gotta understand, man. The first time we played them, we didn't have OG and Nobi. We didn't have this squad. You know what I mean? Come on, like it wasn't the same. It wasn't. No one has seen us fully strength with everybody. Like no one has. So these wins and how they're playing against, I'm not concerned about none of that. When we get everybody back, then I want to see. I want to see us against everybody. Gravity says we have to win the next game against the Rockets. I think we win. I think we win the next game. I think we do. And then I think, honestly, I'll be honest with you, I think we lose to the Magic. That's what I think we do. I think we lose to the Magic. All right, real quick, listen, guys. Before I get up out of here, man, listen. Who we got tomorrow? Chiefs or the 49ers? Quick football talk. Who we got? I want everybody to give me a score right here, right now. Everybody give me a score. NBIC, give me a score, NBIC. Who you got tomorrow, NBIC? Tibbs is not coaching. So this ain't about Tibbs. It's about who you got in the Super Bowl. NBIC says, I got Kansas City. Anybody else? What we got? Also, too, let me know the other spreads that you guys are having tomorrow. What's not the spread on the money, the spread on the food. What you got? Think I got some salmon burgers tomorrow, man. Some barbecue chicken. NBIC says 27-14 KC. I got some tortilla chips with the cheese dip and the ground turkey on the top with the cheese. Got a couple of things up there, man. A couple of things popping tomorrow, man. Crack open some cold ones, you know what I mean? Tim says Chiefs all day, 28-21. Knicks GM said I gotta go with the Chiefs, man. Gravity says Mahomes in the clutch. Nick said I'm always rooting against the Niners. Yeah, Niners, man. I'm not. I hate the Niners. Always hated them. Always. I'm so happy when they knocked out Joe Montana a couple of times. Jim Burt knocked him out, gave him the concussion. Earl Garrett said KC all day, but the fix is in. The Niners take the bank. Look at that. What's everybody, really quick, what's everybody eating tomorrow? What we doing? We doing sliders? What are we doing? Chicken sandwiches? What's going on? Barbecue chicken? Teriyaki chicken? Oh, Gravity said pizza. All right, let's do it. Pizza and chips, right? Get the Sprite. Simpsons Big Blue all day. Wings. Pizza and wings. Got to do it right. What else? What we got tomorrow? Who else eat? Hey, yo, LV, man. Funk Fliggity. Yo, Funk Fliggity been doing it a long time, man. I was there when he was rocking in the tunnel, man. I was out there. I was heavy out there. I was outside, man. I was outside when he was doing that, the tunnel, man. I was outside, B. Well, Garrett said I'm doing. He said the hen dog. That's what we doing tomorrow. On a Sunday? Or you hard body, man. I gotta hold that down, man. Got that brown. I got that brown on a Sunday. I salute you, brother. All right, man. But listen, I'm out of here. Just want to see what everybody's doing tomorrow. I got the Chiefs tomorrow. Mahomes. It's a bad man right there, man. What he listen. What he did last year against the Eagles changed everything. With that bad ankle, changed everything of how I felt about that dude. In a big game spot, no one's beating him. Nobody. It's going to take everything to beat him tomorrow. Everything. He's throwing to nobody. He don't got no receivers. None. He's throwing a whole bunch of dudes that work at the corner store, at the bodega. He got dudes like that that's running out there running routes. Outside of Travis Kelce, the rest of them cats is delivering FedEx packages. That's who he got thrown to. And he's in the Super Bowl again. Mahomes all day. I got the Chiefs 24-21 in a thriller again. All right, but listen, people, listen. Everybody enjoy their Sunday. Everybody be safe out there. Super Bowl can be crazy. Drunk driving, all that stuff. Everybody be safe out there, man. All right, enjoy that day. Oh yeah, watch the halftime show, man. Watch Usher get busy, man. I didn't go to his Vegas show. I know a couple of people went to the Vegas show. They said Usher get busy, man. I seen him years ago in a concert, man. When I was in college, he had the My Way tour. So I'm taking it back. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking it back. But no. But the halftime show should be good. Tomorrow should be a great day, man. It's a national holiday with the Super Bowl. So everybody be safe. Everybody enjoy themselves. LV Live will be back rocking. When we play against the Rockets, I think we'll get a win. We'll pick it back in the win column. All right, but everybody be safe out there. Enjoy yourselves. Eat well. Be safe. Enjoy the Super Bowl. LV Live, I'll be back against the Knicks and Rockets. All right, I'm out of here. Everybody, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Also, too, if you're watching this on replay, please hit that like button. Please leave comments and please subscribe. All right, I'm LV Live and I'm out of here, people. Peace.